process of financial statement audit, and process of identifying and assessing the risk of material misstatement in financial statement. In this chapter, I pay attention on the audit process, which has three steps. They are planning, performance, and computations. In another hand, I mention the risk, such as inherent risk, control risk, detection risk, which we have met a lot in audit. Let's pass on chapter 2. In chapter 2, we had three parts. The first part is overview about Deloitte Global and Deloitte Vietnam Limited. The second one is the reality of identifying, assessing the risk of material misstatement in financial statement performed by Deloitte Vietnam. And the last part, I want to assess the process of identifying, assessing the risk. First of all, I want to introduce to all of you Deloitte Vietnam. As you know, Deloitte Vietnam is the most famous auditing firm in the world with the largest revenue. You know, Deloitte have a great story with many milestones. That's on 1991, 1994, 1997, 2003, and in 2007, it's officially changed to Deloitte Vietnam Company Limited. Deloitte Vietnam is not just an auditing company, but it has services such as tax, financial advisory service, and enterprise risk service. As Deloitte in many other countries, Deloitte Vietnam has an audit approach compliant with Deloitte Global Audit Bureau that include four main steps. That they are preliminary audit activities, perform audit planning, the third is perform the audit plan, and the last one is conclude and report. That is the process of audit approach. Now I want to introduce more detail in process of identifying, assessing the risk of material misstatement in financial statement performed by Deloitte Vietnam. Let's look at the diagram I give here. As you see, the process contains three main procedures. They are obtain understanding of entity and its environment, including the entity's internal control. The second is determine materiality and performance materiality. And the last one is identifying material classes of transactions, account balance sheets, and disclosed in financial statement. As you know, it's an auditing firm and it works in practice, so it's not like what we were taught in college. So I want to combine this process with the audit system tool software which was used by Deloitte auditor and related to the risk, which I researched on the thesis. So as you see, this risk were also introduced and draw in preliminary activity and performing audit planning phases of the audit approach, which are NSE 1000. So yes, the process will be provided in the Deloitte Vietnam audit approach. So I want to introduce the reality of process, this process, which are applied for ABC company. First, I want to introduce about ABC company. There are three characteristics we have to consider in this step. That is, ABC company is one of manufacturing company in steel industry. That means it's a manufacturing with complex nature. It's very complex nature because compared to trading company, it has many items in it. And second one is this company has been listed from May 2010. It means the owner of this company has more pressure on it because very many users of the company financial statement. And the last one is the company. This is the first year audit. On the interim audit of the first 6 months were performed, but the limited of experience on obtaining